Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Faithful devotees, today also we are continue to explain Mahāparinibbāna Sutta, the final Nibbāna, the discourse of final of Nibbāna, great final. Today our topic, Sariputta Sihanada, the lion's roar of Bhante Sariputta. Okay, Bhante Sariputta's lion roar. So now according to that part, we can explain. Then do you remember the blessed one, the Lord Buddha, together with the large sangha of monks, went to Nalanda. There he stayed near Nalanda at the Pa-Auk mango grove. Pa-Auk Amba Uyana, Amba Park. Then Venerable Sariputta, actually that Nalanda city is Bhante Sariputta's hometown, and that Pa-Auk mango grove later become the big monastery and big university. Now we know as well. Then Venerable Sariputta went to the blessed one, the Lord Buddha, and on arrival, having bowed down to him, sat to one side. As he was sitting there, Venerable Sariputta said to the Lord Buddha, "The Venerable Sir, I have confidence in the Blessed One that there neither has been nor will be nor is currently found a ascetic or Brahmana, contemplative means ascetic or Brahmana, whose direct knowledge of self-awakening is greater than that of the Blessed One." Now this is Bhante Sariputta's explanation. This Bhante Sariputta, after seeing the Lord Buddha's qualities and Lord Buddha's good behavior and Lord Buddha's Samma Sambuddha knowledge, then direct knowledge of self-awakening, because our Lord Buddha became Samma Sambuddha. So the Bhante Sariputta want to conform, explain, nachahu nacha bhavisati nachetarahi vijjati anyo samanova brahmanova bhagavata bhiyo, means there neither has been nor will be nor in currently found a contemplative or means ascetic or any recluse, the monk or Brahmin, whose direct knowledge of self-awakening means because our Lord Buddha already became Samma Sambuddha. The Lord Buddha is higher than all the ascetic, all the recluses, all the Brahmin. But then in the present or in the past or in the future, he never cannot find any person just like the Samma Sambuddha. This is Bhante Sariputta's explain. Then at that moment, grand is the bull statement you have spoken. Sariputta categorical, this lion roar, you have roared. Then Lord Buddha told to the Sariputta, yes, now you spoken the bull statement you have spoken. Asabha vacha. Asabha means unshaken, unstable. Means the cannot shake, cannot stay. Means stable word. Means unshaken verb. It is true spoken. That's what we call asabha vachan, asabha vacha. Then our Lord, the Bhante Sariputta's the word, this is a bull statement you have spoken. Same way, this lion roar, you have roared. Means this is we call sihanada. Sihanada. This is the lion speech, lion sound. After that, the Bhante Sariputta telling to the Buddha, Venerable Sir, I have confidence in the Blessed One, our Lord Buddha, that there neither has been nor will be nor is currently found a contemplative or Brahmin whose direct knowledge of self-awakening is greater than that of the Blessed One. So then Sariputta, have you encompassed with your awareness, the awareness of all the worthy ones, the rightly self-awakened, ones that have been in the past and know, such was their virtue, such their dhamma, such their wisdom, such their dwelling, such their release. Then after that, after listening the Bhante Sariputta's the sound, because Bhante Sariputta say, I have confidence about the Lord Buddha is a great compared to the others. The Lord Buddha asked Sariputta, now do you can see the others? You can actually the Bhante Sariputtas cannot read the Lord Buddha's mind, and Bhante Sariputtas cannot read in the past Lord Buddha's the mind. Same way in future Buddha's mind, because Bhante Sariputta doesn't have the parachitta, this knowledge, that kind of knowledge doesn't have. That's why the Lord Buddha asked question, asked question from the Bhante Sariputta. Do you can see, can recognize the previous some Buddha's practice, the virtue, the sila, dhamma is a practice, and the panya, and the vihara, dwelling, and release. But Bhante Sariputta says, no, Lord, not no Venerable Sir, because Bhante Sariputta cannot see. Then we want to know about the every Buddha's every Buddha's they practice very well in the past life about the morality and the dhamma and panya and dwelling and release, the vimutti. There are 5 things. So the now we know about the sila, no? We know about the sila, morality, and we know about dhamma. Actually, such their dhamma. What is the what is their dhamma? Dhamma is the parami, perception, parami, and there are 30 type of parami must fulfill the past life before the enlightenment. Same way, our bodhisattva, every Buddha must be practiced 37 type of enlightenment factors, because bodhipakya, enlightenment factors. So those are the the 37 of Bodhipakya Dhamma must practice diligently. That's why but Bhante Sariputta cannot cannot check our Lord Buddha's mind. How about Lord Buddha's experience? How about Lord Buddha's practice? Bhante Sariputta cannot check, cannot read. And same way, such their wisdom, the wisdom. Same way, the meditative dwelling, the vihara. Actually, there are 4 types of abiding, dwelling, vihara. The Iriyapata vihara, postures. There are 4 types of postures of standing, walking, sitting, and lying down. There are 4 types of Iriyapata vihara, postures. And say, next one, Dibba vihara, heavenly abiding. The material sphere jhana, taking cousin, etc. as an object. And now you see, Dibba vihara means the heavenly abiding. Also, this is the second one. Number 3, Brahma vihara, divine abiding, the loving kindness jhana and the metta jhana. The same way, karuna jhana, compassion jhana, mudita jhana. The same way, upekka jhana. There are 4 types of divine, the Brahma vihara, divine abiding. 4th one we call Arya vihara, noble abiding, the fruition attainment, phala samapatti. Now you see, the Buddha, they always they have the dosa dwelling, the vihara. So the Bhante Sariputta cannot read the Lord Buddha's mind, but how he understand. But he perfectly, he cannot understand the Lord Buddha's the vihara dwelling. But the next one, there are vimutti. There are 5 types of vimutti, 5 types of liberation, the release vimutti. No, vikambana vimutti, liberation by suppression. The liberation from the 5 hindrance by self suppression through the 8 attainments, access and absorption, concentration. For example, now you see, you can read in the table, attainment and access or first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. Same way, suppressions of 5 hindrance, vitaka and vichara, initial and sustained application. Piti is a rapture. Sukha is a happiness. Sukha is a happiness. So now we can understand about the vikambana vimutti. The same way the explain about the another things also. But the tadanga vimutti, the liberation in a particular aspect of or liberation by substitution of opposite. So now according to the vipassana knowledge and insight knowledge and abounding, now you can understand according to our table. The few example, namarupa vavattana, the mentality and materiality definition knowledge, the definition knowledge of mentality and materiality. Because of that knowledge, you can abandon view of the personal entity. It's sakkaya ditthi, the view of the personal entity. Entity. The same way, Paccaya Pariggaha Jnana, the cause of apprehending knowledge, discernment of conditions. But because of the understanding of defending origination, we can eradicate the similism view, the view. Same way, Kalapa Sammasana Jnana, comprehension by groups. Now, when you are practicing the Kalapa Vipassana, then you can eradicate the I and mind. The same way, the explaining how we understand Tadanga Vimutti. Anyway, whatever wholesome you are practicing, offering dana and taking observe and practicing the meditation and doing, supporting for the Sangha and doing charity and you bow down for the Buddha Dhamma Sangha and chanting, reciting Paritta, whatever good acts are you doing, because at that same moment you can control the defilement. When you are doing the kusala, akusala not arising. This is a moment we can say Tadanga Vimutti. But then the Tadanga Vimutti is deeply you can understand according to the Vipassana knowledge. The same way, Samucceda Vimutti. Now, this Samucceda Vimutti, liberation by eradication, cut off the defilements. The eradication of the thick forest of defilements by the Four Noble Paths. Now you see, they have the Four Noble Paths, Sotapatti Magga, Sakadagami Magga, Anagami Magga, and Arahatta Magga. By Sotapatti Magga, we can eradicate three kind of fetters. Like the Akusala mind, there are 5 Akusala Chitta. The 4 type of Lobha Mula mind and 1 kind of Vichikicha mind. Now you see, there are some the Lobha mind arises with view. Ditti Sampayutta mind. There are 4 types of Ditti Sampayutta and 1 Moha Mula is called Vichikicha. Those are 5 Akusala mind we can eradicate by Sotapatti Magga moment, Magga knowledge. Because of power of the Sotapatti Magga knowledge, we can eradicate the 5 kind of Akusala mind. And the same way, there are 3 types of fetters, Sanyojana, Sakkaya Ditti, the self-view, Vichikicha, doubt, and Silabbata Paramasa, wrong practice. The same way, in the one of the commentary explained, Issa and Machariya, jealous and stinginess. The 2 type of defilements also we can eradicate totally in the Sotapatti Magga moment. About the power of the Sakadagami Magga knowledge also, we can eradicate the Olarika, that means the growth of Kamaraga and Patiga, the sensual things and the 5 sensual things and the hatred. And the Sakadagami, the Anagami, the power of the Anagami Magga knowledge, we can eradicate 2 fetters totally, Kamaraga and Patiga, the attachment of sensuality and the hatred. We can eradicate totally. In the Arahatta Magga moment, the power of the Arahatta Magga moment, we can eradicate all extra remaining fetters and all other defilements. That's why we call the 4 noble paths are liberation by eradication, Samucceda Vimutti. And Patipassada Vimutti, liberation by seeding, means the abounding of defilement through their subsiding at the moment of fruition attainment. You see, Sotapatti phala attainment, Sakadagami phala attainment, Anagami phala attainment. The three type of fruition attainment we call Patipassadi Vimutti. Patipassadi Vimutti. And the Nissarana Vimutti, liberation by escape, means the Nibbāna, which is the abandonment of everything, conditions, because of the escape from everything conditions. The whatever things, everything destroyed. This is a Nissarana Vimutti. This is a Arahatta, the phala attainment, the Arahatta fruition attainments moment we can call Nissarana Vimutti. There are 5 Vimutti. Then the Bhante Sariputta can understand others' mind, but Lord Buddha higher than Bhante Sariputta. No, that's why the lower person cannot read highest mind, but higher people can read the lowest mind. The Bhante Sariputta can read others' mind, but except the Lord Buddha. That's why Lord Buddha mentioned, did you know, did you see, did you can understand about the in the past, the Buddha's experience? That's why Bhante Sariputta says, no, Lord Buddha, no. Because the Bhante Sariputta cannot read and cannot understand. Again, the Lord Buddha asked from the Bhante Sariputta, then have you seen with your awareness, by awareness all the worthy one, the rightly self-awakened ones that will be in the future, and know about the future Buddhas practice, experience? Did you see? He said, no, Lord Buddha. Same way about the future, sorry, about the present, in the present, then have you encompassed with your awareness, by awareness, the awareness of the worthy one, the rightly self-awakened one in the present, and know such is his virtue, such is Dhamma, such is wisdom, such is the meditative dwelling, and such is release, the Vimukti. The Bhante Sariputta say no. Then the Bhante Sariputta going to explain. Bhante Sariputta, if you don't know, don't have knowledge of the awareness of the worthy ones, the rightly self-awakened ones of the past, future, and present, how is it that just know you spoke this grand bull statement and roared this categorical lion's roar? Now the Lord Buddha asked from the Bhante Sariputta, if you don't have the that kind of knowledge to read the previous Buddha's experience and future Buddha's experience and present Buddha's experience, but you already make the lion roar, the grand bull statement. Then the ask why you say like this. Then actually the Bhante Sariputta say, Venerable Sir, I have confidence in the best one that there neither has been nor will be, nor in currently found a contemplative or Brahman whose direct knowledge of self-awakening is greater than that of the blessed one. Then after that, Bhante Sariputta going to explain one example, because his understanding in the that's why the Bhante Sariputta say, Venerable Sir, I don't have knowledge, that kind of knowledge, to read the previous Samma Sambuddha's mind. Same way, future Buddhas, and same the present Buddha's mind. But I have know the consistency of the Dhamma. Now I can understand according to the way. How understand? They say the Seyatapi Bante Ranyo Pachantima Nagaran. The etc. explain the one example. It is as if there were a royal frontier city with strong ramparts, strong walls, and arch, and a single gate. In it would be a wise, competent, and intelligent gatekeeper to keep out those he didn't know, and he let him those he didn't. Means they have the one of the royal city. They have the very big compound, the cover of the very big wall. But they have only one single gate. Everyone can go and come. Go in and come only one door. But they have the one of the wise and intelligent gatekeeper. He can recognize who is going inside. Now he know this is he. If someone doesn't know him, he not allowed to go inside. If he know, he allowed to go inside. Now that's why the gatekeeper is very good, very intelligent. So he can recognize. Then same way, he is walking along the path, encircling the city. Now he's walking around the whole around the city, and say looking the wall. He wouldn't see a crack or an opening in the walls big enough for even a cat to slip through. Now you're going. He's going to see the checking the some place. Cannot find a small hole even good big enough for go for the cat. So this he already covered all the hole. No any space. The true world through would occur to him. Whatever large creatures enter or leave the city, all enter or leave in through the gate. Okay. Now the whatever the big people or animal or big any of the being, everyone must go leave, enter or leave through the main gate. This is the example. In the same way, I have know the consistency of the Dhamma. All those who were worthy ones, the rightly self-awakened ones in the past awoke to the unexcelled right self, awaking after having abandoned the five hindrances, those defilements of awareness that weaken discernment, having well established their mind in the four establishing of mindfulness, and having developed as they have come to be the seven factors for awakening. Now you see, then the Bhante Sariputta says the same way I can understand about the Lord Buddha. Now the Samma Sambuddha who became Samma Sambuddha in the past, every Samma Sambuddha, they eradicate, abandon five hindrances after became Samma Sambuddha. The same way, he has the very good wisdom, panya, Because of the power of the wisdom, then all other defilement became very weak. So become, we can control. No any defilement. Chatusu satipatthānesu suppatittita citta. Having well established their mind in the four establishing of mindfulness. The Lord Buddha already practiced very well about the four satipatthana. And satta bojjange yatha bhutam bhavet. Yeah. Now you see the having developed as they have come to be the seven factors of awakening. Now enlightenment factors. And now you see one who practice dosa dhamma, one who eradicate the five hindrances and all the defilements. This way can understand this is a Lord Buddha's the sammasa understanding of the Lord Buddha's mind. All those who will be worthy one, the rightly self-awaken, one in the future will awaken to the unexcelled, right self-awakening after having abandoned the five hindrances, etc., explaining about the same way about the future and the present moment. Now the Bhante Sariputta say, how I understand about the previous Buddha and same way in the future Buddha and present Buddha, because every Buddha must be cut off the five hindrances and all are defilements, and must develop, must establish for establishing of mindfulness method, and same way must practice seven enlightenment factors. Because of this reason, I am confident about the that's why I am confident about the Lord Buddha's quality and the practice. That's why I make the lion speech, lion sound. This way Bhante Sariputta explained to the Lord Buddha. Now, the one more thing we have to understand after listening is a lion sound of the Bhante Sariputta. So Bhante Sariputta is a great disciple of the Buddha, and the Bhante Sariputta's knowledge and understanding always the weaker than Sammasambuddha, because the Sammasambuddha's knowledge higher than all the being in the world. So Bhante Sariputta also practice the Dhamma, fulfill the Parami, one Asankya and 100,000 kappa to become the great monk, great disciple, and to get the wisdom. That's why the Bhante Sariputta also, he has the very sharp and very deep knowledge because of the previous experience, previous practice. But anyway, the Bhante Sariputta also cannot read Lord Buddha's mind. The same way, Bhante Sariputta also cannot read others' previous practice. This is very important. Means the Bhante Sariputta can read others' mind in the present moment, the current moment. The mind they can read, they can check, they can understand. But Bhante Sariputta also cannot read others' previous experience. That's why one day, one of the disciples of the Bhante Sariputta, he always practicing Dhamma, again and again, diligently practicing. But Bhante Sariputta cannot give right admonition for him to practice, to develop his mind. One day he brought to the Lord Buddha, and Lord Buddha gave the right example, right admonition for him to get the enlightenment, became arahatship, until arahatship. So now this way we can understand Only Samma Sambuddha can read others' mind and can check their previous experience also. This is a special knowledge of the Buddha, not others. But anyway, Bhante Sariputta also give the very good the line speech about the Lord Buddha. The Lord Buddha is a higher than all the beings. Lord Buddha cannot compare to the other recluses or other Brahman, because the Lord Buddha always the great higher than others. That's why the Bhante Sariputta want to give the word for the everyone, explain for the everyone in front of the Buddha. This is the meaning. But anyway, we also the try to understand who is the Buddha, who is the Dhamma, who is the Sangha. But we also cannot read Lord Buddha's mind. We also cannot read others, the senior bhikkhus' mind. But we can understand after associating the some great monk, not only one day, after few days, after few weeks, after few years, we can get some experience about his good behavior, because the before get experience after associating some people, we cannot say anything. That bhikkhu is a good person, that monk is not good person, that bhikkhu is practicing dhamma very well, that bhikkhu not practicing dhamma, that bhikkhu is meditating, that bhikkhu not meditating, that bhikkhu keeping morality very well, some bhikkhu not keep morality not very well. So this way we cannot recognize, we cannot divide, we cannot feel before get the experience. That's why you should try to stay together with the people. After that we can understand, but we cannot read others' mind, but we can understand after his behavior, after his practice, after associating that kind of person, we can feel his good or bad. That's why the Lord Buddha always give the advice. There are two types of the being in the world. Some peoples always they have the right speech, right action, right thought. Because of that, always the right people going to associate. But some people always have a bad speech, bad mind, bad action. Because of the bad qualities, who has bad quality, always they are going to associate together, stay together. Now that this way we have to understand. But we also cannot read others' mind, but we can feel others after others the behavior after associating. This way we have to understand. But our Lord Buddha is higher than all the people. Then after the while staying there near Nalanda at the Pa-Auk mango grove, the blessed one often gave this Dhamma talk for the monk. Now you already know this is a sila, this is a samadhi, this is the panya. Concentration nurtured with virtue is of great fruit, great reward. Panya nurtured with concentration is of great fruit, great reward. The mind nurtured with panya is rightly released from the pain or influence means asava. There are three types of asava explained. The influence of sensuality, the influence of becoming, influence of ignorance means the three type of pain asava. Now we can understand about the situation of the Nalanda village, Pa-Auk, inside the Pa-Auk mango grove. After that, we can continue Dussiladinava, disadvantages of unvirtuous person, or maybe danger of unvirtuous person, because there are many kind of danger things. Because if you are not keeping sila very well. If you are break the sila or discipline rule, so because of that, this reason, you can lose some quality, you can lose your wealth, you can lose your uh, uh, good sound, or means that you can lose your everything, whatever good things, because of the practicing, because of wrong practicing, wrong dhamma. Then the Lord Buddha, having stayed near Nalanda as long as he pleased, say to Bhante Ananda, "Come, Ananda, we will head for Patali village." As you say, Venerable Sir, then Venerable Ananda responded to the Lord Buddha. Then the Lord Buddha, together with a large sangha of monks, went to Patali village. The lay followers of Patali village heard the blessed one, they say, has reached Patali village. So they went to the Lord Buddha, and on arrival, having bowed down to him, sat one side. As they were sitting there, they said to the Lord Buddha, "Venerable Sir, may the Blessed One accept to the use of the rest house hall." Means because now they are going to offer one kind of empty house, empty hall for the Buddha and Sangha. Then Lord Buddha, when they asked from the Lord Buddha, then Lord Buddha, they accept with silence. The Blessed One accept, accept, no? They already accept with silence. Sensing the uh, acquaintances, the lay followers of Patali village got up from their seat and bowing down to the Lord Buddha and going around him, like the Anjali, no? So, doing Anjali with going around the Lord Buddha, went to the rest house hall. After go there, they spread it all over with felt rugs and arrange seats, set out a water vessel, and raised on oil lamp. Then they went to the Lord Buddha, and after that, having bowed down to the Lord Buddha, stood to one side. They say were standing there. They said to the Lord Buddha, "The Venerable Sir, the rest house hall has been covered all over with felt rugs, and the seat have been arranged. A water vessel has been set out, and oil lamp raised. May the Blessed One do what he thinks it is now time to do." So this way, now after accept the lay people's invitation, the lay people went to the hall and clean up, and whatever necessary things, everything they settle down there. Then after that, again they report to the Lord Buddha and invite. This is a time to go there. Venerable the Sambuddha, in the evening, after adjusting his lower robe and taking his bowl and outer robe, went together with the sangha of monk to the rest house hall. On arrival, he washed his feet, entered the hall, and sat with his back to the central post, facing east. The sangha of monks, washing their feet, entered the hall and sat with their back to the western wall, facing east, range around the Blessed One. Now, after we read this one, we can understand during the in the past, during the Buddha's time also, how Lord Buddha went to the hall, and before enter, he washed his feet. And nowadays also, the many bhikkhus, they are not wearing the slippers. Who are wearing the slippers? Those are people no need to wash their feet, but someone not wear the doesn't have the slippers. Those bhikkhus must wash before enter the hall. That's why the Lord Buddha also, before enter the hall, he washed the feet, was his feet, and enter the hall and sat with his back to the central post. Now you see, they are in the hall. Always Lord Buddha sit middle of the sangha, but the middle is the Buddha. Other sangha sit behind the Buddha, and there's the two side. Two side means the back. This is the monk also. They enter the hall and sat with their back to the western wall. You see, then Lord Buddha was sitting in the central force and facing east. But the monk, their backs to the western wall and facing east. Now this way, Lord Buddha always in the middle, and Sangha is both sides. Nowadays also the conditions Niyama also, when they are going to arrange the sitting place for the monk, always they put the seniors the chair in the middle, and others because they stay in the both side and beside. So this is a way to how we sit with the teacher, with the senior monk, or with the in the good way. The lay followers of Patali village, they also wash their feet, enter the hall, and sat with their backs to the eastern wall, facing west. Now range around the Lord Buddha. Now see, now always the lay people also before enter the hall, they also wash their feet, and their backs to the eastern wall and facing west. Now see, this is a way to how we sit in front of the Buddha. Because and another thing we want to know, when the Lord Buddha sitting in the middle, that path until the in front of the place already empty. You must keep empty, but people must sit in the beside, in the both side. Okay, in the both side the people can sit, but not in the middle path, the center, not the direct central post, because Lord Buddha always is in the middle. Everyone can see the Lord Buddha clearly. This is how we arrange the for the sitting place for the senior, for the monk according to seniority. Now we should understand. And same way, how lay people follow the place to sit with the sangha, with the great people. So then after that, Lord Buddha want to giving some ovada for the lay people. We call the disadvantage of the unvirtuous, danger of the unvirtuous person, to sila anisansa. Then the blessed one addressed the lay followers of Patali village householder. There are these 5 drawbacks coming from the unvirtuous person's defect in virtue. Which kind of 5? Now you see, there is the case where an unvirtuous person defective in virtue by reason of heedlessness, heedlessness, pamada, very weak. They are not practicing Dhamma. Heedlessness undergoes the loss of great wealth. Now you see, because of the dusila, because of not keeping morality, you can lose your great wealth. This is the first one. Then number two, the bad reputation. Reputation means of the unvirtuous person. Defective in virtue gets spread about. This is a second drawback coming from an unvirtuous person. Defect in virtue. Now you see, your quality is very bad because of the people's always going to spread the bad news about you. This is a second disadvantages of the unvirtuous person. Number third, whatever assembly the unvirtuous person, defective in virtue, approach, whether of noble, various, brahmanas, householders, or any of the monk or any the place, he or she does not without confidence or abashed means they are difficult to enter the society, because in the society there are many people doing the good things, their practice and behavior is very well, but we are not keeping good sila, so we are not good confidence to go inside, very afraid, very fear to go inside. So now this is also one kind of number third disadvantages of the unvirtuous person. Same way, the unvirtuous person, defective in virtue, die confused. Now you see, when you are going to die, this is the last moment of the unvirtuous person, is die with unconfused mind. No any good thought, not arising good thought, good mind. Number 5 is the break up of the body after death, reappear in the plane of the deprivation or bad destination. Now you see, because of the unconfused mind, because of the unvirtuous life, because of that, they are going to reborn in the one of the woeful place of bad destination. So this way, now you should understand there are 5 disadvantages of the virtuous person. That's why the Lord Buddha they mentioned about the disadvantages of the dusila. Same way, silanisansa, they say household, there are these 5 rewards coming from the virtuous person. Consummation in virtue, which 5? Now see, there are 5 types of benefit after practicing your own morality or own sila. What are the 5 explaining? Number 1 is his by reason of heedfulness, he can get. He will be the rich person. He can be the rich person. He can get the good properties because of the morality, because of the good behavior, well behavior. Same way, number 2, about the fine reputation of the virtuous person, consummate in virtue, get spread about means the people's going to talk, going to spread the good news about him. He's a good person, he has a good behavior, etc. No, because of the giving the good sound. Number 3, whatever assembly the virtuous person, they're going to inside, approach the assembly, maybe the whether of noble, various, or brahmin, or householder, or any of the monk, or any of the peoples there, he does so with confidence, unabashed. Unabashed means the without shaking, and he go with the like a lion. How's the lions go same way? Lions path same way. He's going the right path, then the rightly without any the shaken, because he has the good morality, good behavior. Number fourth one, the virtuous person, the consummate in virtue, die unconfused. I see the last moment of the virtuous person will be die with the unconfused mind, because he has the good thought, good mind, good intention. Same way, the explain the last one, and the further the virtuous person consummate in virtue on the break up of the body after death, we appear in the good destination, a heavenly world, a celestial world. Now you see, because of the good behavior, because of the good practice, because of the good morality, he will be reborn in the good place, good destination. So that's why the Lord Buddha say the household must you try to develop your sila, the good behavior. Then you can get the those advantages of the morality. Then the blessed one having instructed, urgent, rose and encouraged the lay followers of Patali village for a large part of the night with Dhamma talk. This Lord Buddha giving the very long Dhamma talk until night. Dismissed them, they said, the night is far gone. Householders, what do you think? It is now time to do. Responding as you say, Venerable Sir, the best one, the lay followers of Patali village got up from their seat and bowing down to the Lord Buddha and going around him, left. Then the Lord Buddha, not long after he had left, entered the empty building, because Lord Buddha went to the inside to take rest to give Dhammata for the Deva, or for the get rest anyway, for the rest. But now you can understand in the partly when the our Lord Buddha was left in the partly village. At that time, Lord Buddha giving a very good admonish for the householders of the partly village about the disadvantages of the unvirtuous person and advantages of virtuous person, because of the practicing of sila you can get the good things, and you can practice the good dhamma. When you are practicing the bad thought, bad thing, then you can get the bad result. So this way our Lord Buddha giving some good dhamma sermon before final, before Mahāparinibbāna, before final, great final Nibbana moment. On the way, Lord Buddha gives some good admonish for the lay peoples, for the monks. So we should follow, we should practice those good things. Then when you are practicing good things, always you can develop your mind. You can increase your practice. You can whatever you have the good wishes, everything come in truth. So may all of you be try to practice the morality in deeply and diligently, and after practicing your good behavior, may you all of you be healthy, and may all of you be well and happy, and may all of you be free from all suffering and attain Nibbana soon. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Good afternoon, Bante.
Yes.
Bante, one sister has a question. So the question is like for an advanced meditator who is very skilled in the jhanas. So when Bhante knows that coronavirus, some patients are put on the ventilator. So the question is, while on ventilator, is it still possible to practice anapanasati to get jhana? Or would it be easier to do kasina to enter jhana?
Yeah, I think maybe it's because when he stay in the ventilation, difficult to breathe, difficult to focus the anapana. It's better way if you can focus the kasina, it should be okay. Because I also don't have any experience about the ventilation, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Thank you
yeah,
very much, Bhante.
I can guess like this because the who is in the ventilation difficult to breathe, no. The very weak is the heart beating also. That's why it's better way to focus the kasina. But anyway, if someone stay in the like this posture, they can try to get the experience. What is the good anapana or kasina? He can check by himself.
Okay, thank you very much, Bhante.
Idam me punyang asavakkaya vahang hotu. Idam me punyang nibbānassa paccayo hotu. Mama punya bhagang sabba sattanang bhajemi te sabbe me samang punya bhagang labhantu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sukhi hotu nibbāna paccayo.